And a warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku and home, of course, to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today. So our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully out of the barriers. The Baku city circuit measures roughly 6 kilometers and it's made up of 20 corners and 2 DRS zones. The circuit winds around the narrow city, through the old town and even brushes against the city's medieval walls. However, as beautiful as the setting is, this track is also a ferocious technical challenge where the smallest of mistakes could lead to a catastrophic consequence for any one of our drivers. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Jet lines up on pole position, and starting next to them is George Russell. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Albon, Hamilton, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Bottas, Tsunoda, Vesti, Verstappen, Joe, Stroll, Leclerc, Hauger, Gasly, Perez, Ocon, Behrman, Sargent, Théo Pourchaire, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required of them. And in the case of this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment. They're doing what the team require.
Well, that's the thing, you know, as a driver, it's easy to feel like you're the individual. It's all about you. And, you know, you want to further your career the best you can. But you have to have the team hat on as well and play the team game, work with your teammate as best you can. It's not an easy balance to figure out.
Grand Prix, European Grand Prix and Luxembourg Grand Prix. Max Verstappen managed to finish 81% of his race in 2021.
Hello everyone. Right, we're going to go down to 19.5% of fuel for the race. Just getting the stream set up. Aim today essentially is just to bring home the win. I believe we can win it again. Is going to be medium. To be fair, to be honest, a soft tyre has more grip. Look at that tyre life. The mediums will start to die out around midway through. However, the softs will go the distance. I believe we should go softs to hards. Man, I don't know what they're gonna do there. Everybody else is going mediums, M soft. So I don't know what to do. They're all going medium soft. What do we do in this case? I don't know what to do. I believe we go to the end. Do softs, risk out there. What do we do in this case? I think we have new stuff anyway, so. And the formation lap then gets underway here in Azerbaijan.
Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please.
I believe these are old softs. Because, yeah, we have new used softs, new mediums, new highs. So, risking ourselves out here. But
no rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
right. Those whom are joining now, we are going to start the race very shortly, about a minute till lights out. It's very hot in the UK, so I've got my fan sitting right next to me. So we'll be cool this race, hopefully. Tyres do feel a bit off for me already on this formation lap. It feels very draggy. I'm going to do a full push run. Just use the ARS bit and see how fast we can go. Nice. Let's see when we come into the braking zone if it's decent or not. Okay, looks good. Looks pretty decent. Okay. I remember what Felipe said still though. He said up to the castle section use 80% minimum, up to 80% of ERS mode for the battery. We're going to be using up to about 50%, then we can recharge on the straight if we need to get the DRS. But now here we go. Hot Baku using the soft tire. I don't know if it's a good right strategy. We've got chosen the medium, the medium tire, to hards towards the end of the race.
Parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights go out. Okay. So that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights. When you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Here comes Hamilton then, the bounty inside at turn number 1. We're going to go back around the outside of Hamilton here. We're going to force him off the road a bit, and we have nowhere to go. These soft tyres are now starting to degrade really quickly. I didn't anticipate they are going to degrade this quick. Thus quick that we go DRS on Hamilton now. Straight line speed we do have on this car. Just a bit struggling on those softs at the moment, and we should have gone through medium tires. We'd be leading by maybe 5 seconds, 3 seconds the max. It's fine. Alexander Albon unlucky after colliding with George Russell's side pod. It's bound towards turn 3, so that's Alex Albon's podium hopes dashed away in the bin after that. Maybe can still come back stronger. However, we need to focus on our race now and try and come back here as George Russell makes us out of this race. Did take us out because we gave him room, and thus is the outcome of it. I remember one season ago I said I could scare you. What do you mean? I remember Jaden, but what do you mean you could scare me? I'm not scared at the moment or anything. There's Hamilton, we're keeping him bay with him. I'm not scared, I don't think I made the right call going to the softs. But, nah. We're going to stick behind George Russell, yeah. We're going to let by just for the DRS, because we're falling too much back now. As long as we get the DRS stay within 2 seconds, we can fire towards the end road. When you were at I am stupid corner. Oh. Yeah, but I don't remember like scaring me or anything. Right, George, give me the DRS now. Don't fall the boat. Come on. Oh, yellow flag. To bound at that corner, we've got a yellow flag. Somebody's had an off. Green flag. Somebody's had an accident. It's Charles Leclerc. It's Charles Leclerc. in the SF7. No, it's one of the Aston Martins. And the ban entered turn number 1, George Russell forcing us off the road here. Have to get the position back. And Lance Stroll, I believe, is the man who is out of the race. Unless he's got a puncture. He's conceding one. Let's see whom it is. He's got an engine failure. And that's Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri Bottas is out of the race. There's Williams coming around the outside. There's Alex Albon. Could this be a VSC, a minimum a safety car? Because it would really pay us off here. As we're going to go with the kamikaze dive down the inside of the Asprey. Try and keep ourselves back up in this race. Lance Stroll has stopped on the start to finish. Valtteri Bottas, sorry, stopped on the start to finish. Virtual safety car is now deployed, so this will neutralise the race. I thought it's going to be a safety car, then we'll get a free cheap pit stop, but BB. Where has he stopped? Oh, he stopped at the pit lane. He stopped at the pit entry point. Could this be a full safety car? We do need to have one. This could be a full course safety car, and it really help us out here. Virtual safety car at the moment. The VSC deployed will be predominantly towards the end of the race, and that is going to be that for now. As we did tap the barrier there, gotta get a bit closer to George Russell, car number 63. This is Russell Hamilton, 6 seconds up the road. I mean, it's kind of lucky I went to the softs, not the mediums. Mediums and reds. We are catching to George Russell. Could this be a full course safety car, guys? Let me know in the comments. Somebody in the comments go check on this straight. Check blue. Valtteri Bottas is still there. VSC is ending, so we're gonna get ready to go green flag racing. Absolutely floor the car. Absolutely go through now. Safety cars. VSC's in the pits. Going back to returning to P training. Hello, Wham, Bing. Do you want to join me and Bill? So that's good. Nice. Into turn number 1 though, we lead it away. Hamilton will lead by 5.3 seconds, so we need to minimum get below 8 seconds before the pit stop, otherwise we are going to be kind of cooked this race. Now chances and a shot for win. We've done a Lando Norris strategy. Lando Norris, speaking of, is in the pit lane. Lando Norris is in the pit lane. No wins. What's happened to Lando Norris? He's in the pits. What happened to him is the question. Oh, he's broken his front wing. Oh, Lando Norris. The man who's won the Austrian Grand Prix this weekend in the pits. Lando Norris's race is going to go from 0 to 0 here in Dover's, because he's going to come out, but man, is he going to get points this race is the question, as Cyan and Verstappen battle along for the 5th place position, which is the final 2-digit number points then. Shall we box a lap earlier, because these softs are dying out too much. I don't want to lose out more time, but at the same time I don't want to box this lap. I try and keep it at another lap, but I feel like we made a very stupid call this race to box the softs. I mean, go to softs instead of starting the race on the medium. I was like, the others on softs, why not let me try? But I was like, at the same time, they're on softs. Did they have an extra set of softs available for the race? That's why it's new. If it was a new set of softs, we would be in a good position at the moment as Lando Norris, and we've got a puncture as we hit the wall. We've got puncture, and that's our race pretty much ruined now. I couldn't have backed out of that. I don't think I was going too fast. That's my bad. I'll admit it. We hit the curb here and hit the wall quite heavily there, I'd say. But yeah, I'm really struggling. I need a box.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.9 seconds.
I'm gonna have to stay an extra lap and I have to follow this strategy. Oof.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Here we go then. Boxing this lap to get rid of these painful hard tyres. George Russell's going to catch up to Hamilton. We need to get rid of these tyres ASAP. 8.2 seconds to get to Lewis. Blocking off Piastri here for the DRS. Verstappen is coming down the inside and as Piastri makes contact with us. Piastri at the back of us. Bones back there. Bones back. That's his own bad because, I mean, yeah. Oscar, you could have veered much more left, and that was totally your fault there. He's still trying Oscar Piastri, I don't know why. You've got half a front wing, but you need a box. Piastri's race is going from 0 to 0 here. Both papayas having a struggle of a race here. That was not my fault whatsoever. I had to back out. Here we go, then. We nearly hit the wall there, sorry about that. Apologies for that, as we keep our car rambling up through here. Really struggling to get the tyres back up onto temperature here, and we're into the barrier.
That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're okay.
Realistic crash, to be fair. Gotta charge my phone, sorry about that. Right, here we go then. Five seconds to harass them. To be honest, we've got 10 laps to gain up to 11 seconds, so but it should be fine. But yeah, we've made a stupid mistake here, so if we do not win today's, my bad, my fault. Okay. Hamilton would be pink, sure. Ham in the pit lane for sure as we slide our car around. That's not a good idea. Ross Piastri, did you have to crash into me, bud? Look, you can see the tyre. Look at that as we. That's that as we go around. You can see the tyres just dagging a lot there. As Matt will slide our way around here.
Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
Let's go then. We have to beat this lap no matter what, even if we try to do an extra lap just for safety car, there is. We can't be able to get this lap. His tyres are dead. And in the pits we come in. 63% tyre wear.
Repeat that, I've got some interference here. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. The gap to the teammate ahead of us, 12.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're currently 5th. Time last lap, 1 minute 42.9.
Well, chat, I forgot to change mediums to hards for the pit stop end. However, I think the best strategy is to go to the mediums to end the race and about 8 laps to go. I don't know. Hamilton's leading the race by about 5 seconds, 8 seconds to Russell when the rest pit. So we've got to really push here, really cook. But man, at the moment we are cooking. However, I think the medium tyre is the best one at the moment because, as you can see, Russell on the hards. He has Porsche ahead of him for tow, DRS, ERS, slug. Let me check the chat. Someone's messaging. But yeah. 1 second. Hi Jimmy. 3-5 hours. Stuff F124 some track. Nice. Tell me how it goes as we're trying to get George Russell. So while you're testing out F125, keep the stream on, get some popcorn because it's going to be some feisty last 8 laps of this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We started pole, went to a silly strategy from medium. We didn't go mediums, we did softs to mediums instead of mediums to hards. And I think our strategy at the moment to Bink is paying off because we're on double purple, absolutely trampling this track at the moment as we zoom past now. Gonna get double tow, double DRS, double ERS onto Russell and Porsche. Even though Porsche is putting this lap, we are gonna have the DRS, we're gonna have the tow, and we're gonna catch George Russell here into turn number 1. We have no ERS, no battery. Purposefully we're sticking behind George Russell though to get the DRS next lap because it will be crucial for us. The car behind is indeed starting to drop back, which is Verstappen, and Behrman 2.4 seconds ahead, so pretty decent at the moment. Let's see, you should get a wheel. It's too expensive, man, and I won't really need it when I start uni and my second year of A-levels this year, September, so yeah. Behrman really struggling in mediums. Behrman, if you can hear me, I think your best strat now is the box. Go to the hard tyre and end up your race with softs. I think he's going softs. If Behrman is keeping at 11 laps on these mediums, could this be a sign that these tyres are worthy enough to go to the end of the race? Is the question. 4.8 seconds then to Lewis Hamilton after we had a very poor start to the race after obviously our strategy did not pay off. But now can we stay behind Behrman just a little bit for the DRS to get down the straight? Even though if Behrman is going to hit this lap, which he is, can that DRS effect help us get closer and closer to Lewis, chancing a last lap overtake? Even if we get a podium here, really well deserved because we've pushed a lot this weekend, top pretty much every single session. We definitely deserve it. Next time out is Singapore, so special livery coming our way, probably golf livery. Here's our ERS and the DRS detection point enables now. Stick behind Behrman, not for long. DRS. Adios, ciao Behrman. And Behrman hitting this lap then. I will check the chat in a second. Those of you who are just joining, a brief run through. Our strategy we got from Mark was to do mediums to hards. I declined that strategy and went soft to medium. Yes, it was silly to go softs. However, I felt from practice, from quality, the softs were the best shot at us trying to win this race and the best shot for us to. I knew the outcome, it was going to be like 60% tyre wear, and it was indeed 65% tyre wear at the end of when we were pitting. However, you all have to agree with me now, the hard tyre is not warming up for Lewis Hamilton at the moment, who's also got some sort of issue, because I don't think he's got some sort of issue, but man, the last few races has been really slow. We've gone purple through sector 1. I do not want to burn these tyres. I'm going to pause the stream round the last corner so that I can check the chat, because I don't want to ignore you guys, but at the same time I don't want to check the chat while racing because I do not want to risk my chances out here of winning this race. 2.3 seconds then. If those of you who joined a few minutes back, we were 10 seconds before we pitted to Lewis Hamilton, and a car which has been a really poor car, a really bad car this season for us. We've had the most pain. We are starting to set the track alight. Both McLarens colliding with each other. I think Norris hit the back of Piastri, had to pit early for those tyres. Piastri hitting the back of us He got front wing damage. He's lost more time to us there. The championship is now open for us. Yes, our shot at winning it is very low, but man, we still got that potential in us. We come to the line at 39.6. Yeah, you should get a wheel G2s. No, I don't know, man. It's not worth it. Why is Berman P2 use DRS to get past Slavi RS modded? Yeah. Thank you, Felipe, for joining. I knew you were going to join. And yeah, we are going to protect DRS now. So and push on. 1.8 seconds, and we didn't make a mistake through turn 1. But yeah. I want to know what happened to the Ferrari. It's not Dennis Hauger. Hauger could get points, you know. Oh. Science, what have you done? Did he pit for front wing? I think he did. No, Norris and Albon pit for front wing. Oh my god. Piastri didn't pit for front wing, guys. Science hit the back of a Haas, for sure. Piastri didn't box for front wing. That's really, really bad, because look at me, alright? Look at this. I'm not flashbacking. This is Lewis, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. He's down in 19th place with a front wing. Piastri, the championship leader. Norris is not going to get points. The Kick Sauber's got damage, though. Joe, this weekend is going W for us. We could see ourselves not leading, obviously, but we could see ourselves minimum trying to get P2 in the standings. And this would be good if we want to try and win the championship. We're only 84 points behind the leader, so we've got a lot of potential. We've got about 200 points left to grab, so yeah, it's going to be a prayer till the end of the race now to try and get Lewis Hamilton. We are not, and I repeat, we are not going for the fastest lap again. The rears are absolutely cooked going for the fastest lap, so we're not doing that. We are now within a second of Lewis Hamilton. I mean, yes, I feel sorry for Lewis because he's had a, I wouldn't say torrid season because he's won races, but man, at the same time, Merc, you have to feel for him. The last few races, Lewis hasn't been on form. He's been really, really slow in Monza. I have no words for what happened in Monza when we went for that 3-wide battle. I mean, he didn't pay off well for him. Both McLarens mudded their race. Nah, this is a beautiful weekend for us. We've got now Toe, ERS, and potential DRS coming around the final. Paying attention, I forgot to disable the RS, but man, we are much closer to Lewis Hamilton now. Can we get him the next straight is the question. We are just going to halt back a bit now, wait, and Lewis has made a bit of a mistake there. You can see the going time, and here we go. Here on lap 14 of 18, we made a mistake going to the soft tyre. We're going to go to the right hand side here, and on turn 3, we're going to take back the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And a race which we deserve to lead and deserve to win. We take the win. Well, we take the lead. Let's not jinx anything. We take the lead by 7 seconds to George Russell. We undercut beautifully. Vesti P5 for V-Cub after a torrid qualifying for him. It's a well-deserved P5 for him if he's going to stick to that P5. Man, Ferrari. It's a heartbreak for Ferrari, heartbreak for both McLarens, both Papayas. McLaren both got front wing damage. It's going to affect them in the constructors, not much. Drivers is going to affect them a lot because Piastri is going to lose a good haul of points. He's down in 19. If he even gets the P10 is a miracle. Norris, he's in the points. I think he's P8, so he's not going to get too much. We are going to get 26 points up for grab this weekend. However, Lewis is going to be onto us. Nice move. Thank you. Don't celebrate too yet, but we're going to have to fend off Lewis Hamilton for the next 3-4 laps of this Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We're using all our battery here up to 25%, and then we're disabling it. Let him pass us because we're going to battle him into turn number 1. Lewis goes around the outside. We're going to keep it nice and tidy into turn number 1. Hit the curb. those of you who are joining, you know last season the struggle I had with the car. We had the understeer, we had floor damage, sorry, not front wing, floor damage from that collision. I think it was one of the Mercs or one of the Hasses. We got floor damage. We managed to finish the race still P2 at the end with a bit of front wing loss at the end. Obviously I hit the back of George, and that was totally my fault. But the amount of flashbacks we used that race compared to this race, we fought this weekend for our win here. Same with Monza, we went from last to first. We do love AIOP straight line speed. To be fair, I don't like, I don't mind. But I have to say, this weekend, Baku, I have to say a massive thank you to Felipe, because without you right now, we wouldn't be P1. You know, your setup which you gave me helped out massively in Monza, helped out massively this weekend in Baku. Your tips in qualifying, go hot lap mode and everything just made the whole qualifying much easier. Then you joining the race just made it 10 times better. So big thank you. I will do a shout out later, and I forgot to do your video. It's been a real stressful few days for me, but tonight I will make the video and I will export it. Tomorrow I'll be sending it to you. But we've got to focus now. 3 laps to inherit our 2nd win in a row. This will be the first this season, 2 wins in a row, and a season which we've had here, really torrid season, because the amount of, well, coming out of season 3, the upgrades did not come in. So
pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, I'm going to guess that it's just a bad sensor.
what do you mean I shouldn't be worried, Mark? I've got 15% rear. I think I should be worried that my tyre wear is increasingly high, but okay, if you don't want me to be worried, I won't be worried. The medium tyre, I knew it, and I was like, I was questioning when I boxed. I was like, we're gonna go to the hard tyre, it's not gonna pay off. But then I was like, no, switch to mediums, give it a shot. In life, you always have to give a shot. Norris, I mean, we can't talk about Norris, but like Canada, he tried to overtake Piastri, and it didn't pay off. We'll say, what's a better example? Lewis in 2020 Britain, instead of him like pitting beforehand, he had a 35-second gap. Instead of him pitting for softs to the end of the race, or mediums to the end of, basically softs to the end of the race, and he stayed out, he risked it, he got a puncture, and he still won by 5 seconds or something. So his strategy worked out, so it's pretty decent from him. He took the risk, he took the gamble, it paid off. We took the gamble this race. I was really mad. I was like, at the end of lap 8, I was like, we're gonna lose this race. 10 seconds behind Lewis. It's not easy to gain. 8.3 seconds though to Russell. Could Verstappen even end up on the podium? Here's the question, as Hamilton is really onto us here. We need to recharge a battery, because we have to make sure on the last lap we have enough power to fend off him if we have to, dearly have to. I don't think he will try and lunge us down the inside at last corner on the last lap, but we need to pull off a 2nd gap to break the toe. I don't know if Felipe is here, but I think he has a smile on his face right now. Verstappen's up to 3rd. Merc will drop points in the constructors here, because they need these points this weekend, as Hamilton, as he hit the wall. I had to turn in that corner because I have so much understeer. But did Hamilton hit the wall? Let's see. Did he hit the wall? No, didn't. Just brushed it essentially. Not bad. Just brushed the barrier. 2 laps to go. Next lap is the last lap. We have to fend off him. Something's dearly happened to the rear. Something's majorly happened. Mark, you jinxed it. You were like, our tyre pressures are reading 0. Yeah, totally, they're reading 0, Mark, because we've got now 24% rear tyres. We are, I'm not going to say, I'm not jinxed it, but like, I don't think we're going to finish this race comfortably in P1. We're going to get beaten, probably on the straight, so we have to pull up a 2nd gap now. My tactic is to let Lewis by. My tactic is to let Lewis by now, grab the DRS, and then break the toe. essentially down straight. We're not going to use much ERS. We're going to go up to, we have 100% ERS now, 99%, come on, say 100, yeah, 100%. We'll go up to 70% ERS, let Lewis overtake us, grab the DRS for the next straight, let's go. Change of plan, 60%, 50% ERS. Bonus, we have to use all of it, don't we? Oh no. Into turn number 1, Lewis Hamilton. He's going to go around the outside here. We're going to go wheel to wheel. It's a really beautiful battle between a 7-time world champion and a 2-time world champion. Lewis squeezes us off here, not giving us much room. He's trying to win this Azerbaijan Grand Prix, so are we. And the gap from us to Russell is safe, 8.6 seconds. We've got the DRS. We're now trying to fly away like a butterfly. But man, here we go. Final lap of this hot tyre wear. I was going to say Abu Dhabi, Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Yellow flag at the back. George Russell's crashed. George Russell's crashed on the last lap. George Russell has crashed on the last lap. George Russell's bid for a potential podium, he's bottled it. George Russell, the yellow flags are still out. He's bound in P8. Oh, he's beached. He's beached on the cut. Oh no! Oh, this is a weekend. They can't overtake. Anakin has joined late. George Russell was P3. He's bottled it in the barrier. McLaren and Mercedes have a weekend to forget here. This has been a torrid weekend for McLaren. Russell goes from 3rd to P21. It's heartbreak, but at the same time it's his fault. As we round the final corner here, it's up to us now to deliver this win here for SF7. They've worked perishly hard on this car. One Merc is sat in P21. We are going to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and the championship battle is back on. We win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix on the final lap. What a chaotic final lap. George Russell will classify P21. It's a race win for us. Oh.
And so ends another Azerbaijan Grand Prix. A fascinating race and a well-deserved victory.
And it's always good, Crofty, to get that momentum on your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
Our second ever win in a row. Our championship battle is back on. Anakin, don't go away. I'm gonna show you the replay of what happened in the last lap. That is torrid. You have to. He locked up George Russell, and look at us taking our steering wheel on the podium. And Nikhil wins in Baku. It's championship back on. Indeed it is. I didn't get the notification on the shit. Ah, it's cool, mate. It's cool. Don't worry. Don't overhearten yourself. It's fine. We will be back next weekend for sure to watch. But I don't know if I'm going away. I might not stream in the weekdays. Maybe tomorrow, Monday, I'll do FP1 to FP3 of... No, not Monday. Sorry, I'm going to do it on Thursday. Because I do have to design a special livery for Singapore. But that is a chaotic Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We went from softs to mediums at the end. Charles Leclerc scores his first ever points. That's a clap around. Anakin, you have to give a clap around. Charles Leclerc scores points for us. Finally, the upgrades showing it's working. Joe got both kick Saubers in the points. George Russell bottles it at the end. Charles Leclerc. Clap around, guys. That's a big clap. That's a huge clap. You don't know what this means for us because Charles' first points My controller's playing up again. Look at the... Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Look at the championship standings, guys. The start of the season, we were 100 points behind McLaren. After 3 races in a row, we finished last. No points. I remember Bahrain, we finished out of the points. Saudi finished out of the points. Australia, we got P3. And then Japan out of the points. And then China, we had a miracle weekend. Miami, miracle. Imola was a real pain for us. After the start of the season, 100 points behind McLaren. We are now in the championship fight battle to potentially win our third Drivers' World title. We get points, both of us in the points. McLaren fall away from this weekend. Oscar could win. I'm gonna cry. Charles Leclerc scores 4 points this weekend. I'm gonna make a custom graphic for Charles Leclerc saying this. You will win the third World Championship. Don't worry, you can keep your Oscar Piastri one if you want. I don't mind. But man, 39.6 as well. That's the track record, guys, for sure. Let me just sum this up to you guys. Anakin, team did this, right? The team did medium to hard, the strategy. I decided to go softer, medium. We then went to we then was around lap 8. We were 10 seconds behind Lewis, 6 seconds behind George. We went to the medium tire instead of the hard tire, and we managed to win by... I have no words. Vesti gets points. Vesti P4 for Vesti's going to be the second Red Bull driver. Perez finishes 13th. Logan Sargent 14th from P20. I don't know who got driver today, didn't show up. Lando Norris 5th to 6th. He had a real long... Am I reading... Anakin, are you reading this right? Lance Stroll, P13 to P5. Why can't he cook in real life? Joe Guan Yu, P12 to P7 in a kick. You have to agree to that. It's a beautiful move. Yuki... Yeah. Dennis Hauger, P15 to P9. Good for him. What happened to Russell, by the way? Okay, basically, this is what happened. I don't want to click advanced, so come on. View replay. Okay. Oh, I have to rewind all the way to the end. The highlights are going to take a long time to watch. Okay, don't worry. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you, Anakin, because you want to... Okay, this is the last lap, isn't it? Yeah. This is what happened. Me and Lewis are fighting here, yeah? Let me just commentate it. And here we go, on board with George Russell then, the man who from Britain who's fighting away for current British 1-2-3, trying to get a podium for Mercedes. George Russell would really dearly love a podium here, as we look. Verstappen really catching him here. Verstappen with the DRS then. Can George Russell do anything? Coming down turn number 4. He's gonna go down. He's locked up and he goes off into the barrier. George Russell in the barrier, and George Russell cannot get going. I think he's got anti-stall. He's reversing around, and Russell, he's falling away from the points here as Joe Guan Yu passes him. George Russell goes down to P9, P10, P11, and he's on the radio saying, what the hell happened out there? Charles Leclerc moves up to P8 in the end of that, and I'm sure there'll be radios, and we've got a radio from Lewis Hamilton. Okay, Lewis, so George has retired from the race. He's gone down to last. He's locked up. George Russell's managed to get going. He's down in P20. Even Carlos Sainz couldn't overtake him. George Russell fighting for P3 isn't going to come. But for Akil, who's going around the final corner, Lewis Hamilton is fighting him. Who's going to win this Grand Prix? It's hard tyre wear versus medium tyre wear. It's going to be the 2-time world champion to win the race. He wins after a torrid strategy. Lewis Hamilton takes second. Max Verstappen, the Dutch driver, takes third. Frederick Vesti just misses out on the podium. Lance Stroll takes 5th. Lando Norris will take an upsetting 6th for McLaren. Joe Guan Yu and Charles Leclerc battling along. Who's going to get P7? Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Charles Leclerc would have got P7. Charles Leclerc would have got P7, but the game decided to bug it out because I crossed the line first, and they did. You're kidding me. He would have been P7. I have no words. I'm still happy. Points. Points for both of us. But come on, EA. That was a P7 deserved. And now I can't click view replay. It wants to go to advanced. If I click advanced, I can't make highlights. So here we go. These races are better than some F1 races for real. Indeed, they are. What a race, guys. I'm sorry, Anakin couldn't watch the whole race, but Charles Leclerc started 14th, back up to 8th at the end. It's pretty decent run. Thank you so much, especially to Felipe for joining this stream. Thank you so much, Jimmy. Thank you so much, Anakin, for joining at the end of the race. Even though you didn't manage to see, you managed to witness our win. So yeah, indeed, really real thank you. And I'll see you next time. I'll watch the highlights. Yeah, thank you. I haven't been bothered to make the highlights. No motivation. But man, tomorrow, mark my words, China highlights. I will. Oh, Minge is doing it. I will commentate China, Miami, Imola, Spain with DNF, of course, because the car was absolute rubbish. I didn't want to waste the gearbox. Canada, I will all post them tomorrow if I can. The rest will be posted during the week, if possible. If not, we'll post it on Friday. But yeah, expect this highlight for Monza and Baku by Monday next week. Not next week, the week after the race. So Sunday, the British Grand Prix. That Monday after that, it will be the highlights for this one. That is it. I'm gonna have to end it here so I can record the highlights and then have dinner and go to bed. But thank you everyone so much. I'll give you all shout outs. Thank you so much for joining. It's P1, baby.